Welcome to the PissMeOffPodcast. Podcast about the greatest story you'll never read.
I'm out.
I'm Russell, Rusty, Daddy, whatever you want to call me.
Your own kids won't even call you daddy.
Yeah. Drinking my own whiskey here, bourbon.
Made it in the toilet.
Russell's Reserve, not my favorite, but it has my name on it, so you know, it's a good one.
Narcissist gonna narcissate.
Also, if you've never mixed bourbon with root beer, you're fucking up, man. Vanilla flavor, spice, it's like they're like made for each other. They mix perfectly.
So those Budweiser and bad decisions, but you don't see me putting the plug in for that.
Yeah. Root beer and bourbon. It's fucking great. I got a haircut now that they're open. I got my unemployment check, so I can afford things like that. Story I was going to tell you that I was told I was going to hold off on. It was a weird experience at the barbershop. The guy was trimming the beard, edging it, and I thought he was putting beard oil in. And I had my head back on the thing.
It was semen.
On the chair. It wasn't semen, but dude all of a sudden started going around my whole face and massaging my face, like hardcore, deep pressure, like up here, on my nose. It was
erotic.
It was like 3 minutes of like, and I didn't ask for that. I didn't know what was happening. But
didn't you say you gave me your phone number after?
Yeah, and it felt amazing, but I also at the same time like was trying so hard not to laugh because I was like, I'm being molested here. There's no consent to this. You just rubbing my face.
Well, that's kind of like the Friends episode where Joey sends Chandler to his tailor and he measures his inseam.
Yeah, he touches his dick.
He moves his junk over to the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. And then, like, usually, the haircut's like $15, and then it was like $30. But they're struggling. I get it. So, yeah, it was weird. He didn't ask me if I wanted any of that. I will totally get it again. That face massage was amazing. I felt like I could breathe better afterwards. When he was like massaging like my sinus area. It was fucking amazing, dude.
Mm-hmm. I've never experienced anything like that. I don't want people to touch my face like that. Not with this.
Well, I didn't give him consent. He just started doing it. I didn't want to. Felt pretty good. I didn't want to stop.
Me too.
That's the thing. Sometimes you just got to learn to just go with the flow. People start doing something to you, maybe just go with it. Who knows?
I mean, it didn't really work out for the Jews at Auschwitz, but I mean...
Yeah, I was thinking more of like a sexual thing. I mean, don't say no.
Who knows what they did with the bodies afterwards? I mean...
With the bodies of the Jews?
Auschwitz, yeah.
They burned them.
But who knows what they did before that?
Burned them.
There's an in-between time.
They would kill them and then burn them.
I don't know. They're Nazis. I don't know. I'm not putting it
You
past
see the
them.
movie Schindler's List where all the ash is just falling throughout the entire city? It's pretty fucked up. You bring up the Holocaust. It's pretty... Your mustache even kind of looks Nazi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't really see it, though.
I don't have a mustache. A mustache has me. So here we are, still technically quarantined, but not really, because our state is open up and we've done nothing but apply for unemployment and get fatter. So these are the things that we do here.
No, we've been working out actually.
I did it like 3 times because you were gone for a little bit. I didn't do it today because my hand.
Because I was gone for a little. You've only done it when I was here because I've had it the whole time.
I know. Well, no, never mind. Well, this is my hand last night. Skateboard.
Yeah.
Drunk. Still got it. It's on his Snapchat. I nailed the kickflip. It's on first try.
On my Snapchat right now. Yeah, he nailed the kickflip and then he just tried to skirt a little bit. And
do a spacewalk off and it just didn't work out.
He fell off. And then the tray flip, he set up pretty nicely, but that didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, I was, in my defense, I was at least 11 beers deep.
Yeah, we were pretty drunk, and I felt like shit today, and I woke up feeling like pure shit, and I ordered a bunch of Chinese food, and felt better, and then I worked out, and felt even better. And
I woke up and had some ginseng tea, and...
Did you really?
No. No, I was going to say I woke up and did Sudoku and had some ginseng tea, because it just sounded more peaceful than your morning.
I like Sudoku. Yeah, my mornings sucked. I'm getting really bad at drinking. I might stop drinking.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean,
I like weed better. Like, I feel like I need schmarijuana.
Schmeed
versus I don't really need alcohol.
Poke some smart.
Yeah.
Well, we need alcohol to clean cuts, but internally we don't.
So episode 9, Hardly Hard.
Sounds like Whiskey Dick.
It's a good one. It further goes into the story. If you kind of look into my titles of each episode, they kind of usually have 2 meanings. This one, not really. But it is kind of like a joke, like you just said, like a
Whiskey Dick.
Yeah. And it starts off where, usually, at least for the first season, I give like the time of day, and I got really annoyed with that, so I made it very precise, 9:46:37. So it was 9:46 in the morning, 36 seconds. It's just stupid. And then Rusty's watching The Lorax, which is my favorite Dr. Seuss book, and I love the cartoon. It's like, we've been talking recently about like Disney Plus and shit, and how I don't get nostalgic, but that's one thing I get nostalgic back is I love The Lorax, the 70s cartoon. I watched the newer movie, and it's
that's
alright.
my least favorite Dr. Seuss.
That's fine. You're a child. But shit, I just had something I was gonna say.
But then I forgot, like a child would.
That's pretty good. You should put that in your stand-up.
No.
Yeah, you're not funny. God damn it, dude. What was I gonna say? I was whatever. We'll just keep going.
I don't think we have an option at this point.
So Rusty's been using Hunter's phone.
Texted his mom.
He killed him. He texted his mom to make it seem like he was still alive, and he ran away with a French guy or something. He's texting Amanda saying that he hates her, and he should have told her that about Rusty, because Rusty's crazy, and he was just talking himself up, basically.
Fucking insane. And
then tells her that he has HIV, so she should get tested.
It's a natural response to get dumped. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, you don't tell them you have HIV till after, clearly.
I just tell them during. It's called the Bucking Bronco. Whisper in their ear while you're hitting it from the back. And hold on for dear life.
Oh, man, I had another story. I don't remember where it was. Oh, I remember. Listen, I've been trying to get people to watch this shit. I was watching my sister's dogs this past weekend. She has Disney Plus, and I was kind of going through, looking at all the stuff. I thought it was really cool that like they have all the Star Wars in order and shit like that. I was actually going on there to watch Doctor Strange because you told me to watch Doctor Strange because I never watched that movie. And I found this old movie from 1988 with Paul Walker called Meet the Deedles.
Meet the what?
The Deedles.
You did say this to me earlier, but
it's like Dumb and Dumb. They're like surfers that are supposed to be going to this camp, and they end up wildlife.
Is that a Disney Channel original movie?
Yeah.
How did we miss that?
It's so good, dude. It's so bad.
I feel like when the first Fast and Furious came out, like I was still watching Disney Channel original movies, so therefore I feel like I should have been able to spot out Paul Walker in a Disney Channel original movie and have some kind of memory of it.
I mean, this was a couple years before about 3 years before the first Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
He's like, younger.
That's even more. Well, I guess I didn't know it was him probably.
What's crazy is like I'd never seen it, and what's crazy is like it's parts of it are so bad that it's funny, and then the other parts are actually the jokes are pretty like well written. I made Brittany watch it, and it was funny. I made Brittany watch it, and she's my friend, and I gave her so much shit. I was like, I was at her house watching it. I was like, you better sit here and finish this fucking movie, or I'll be so pissed at you. And then she like texted me later. She's like, "Oh my god, the water ball scene at the end." I was like, "Well, I never finished it, so I don't know what you're talking about." But I finished it later. It's a funny movie. If you have Disney Plus, I recommend watching it. It's so bad, it's good at points, and then like some of the jokes are actually really funny.
Oh, is she the one that you were with when you called me to tell me about the alopecia girl that doesn't have alopecia? She lied to me.
Yep.
Should we tell that story?
Tell it.
Right.
That's a long story.
Not really. We were at a bar, and this girl that I didn't know was kind of talking shit to Russell or whatever she was doing.
No, she was a friend of mine. She just kind of... Me and Alex talk shit, so she's one of those girls that wants to like keep up.
So she said something slick to me, and I looked over and I noticed that she just had the most illustrated eyebrows in the bar. So with my quick wit and my superior intellect, I looked at her and said, "Listen, I'm not going to take shit from you, drawn-on eyebrows." And that was all it took. That was all it took. She waterworks. I didn't feel bad at first, and she said something.
No, you didn't feel bad immediately.
Well, because she said something about alopecia.
She has alopecia,
and I was like, "Oh man, that sucks. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that." Blah blah blah. And then fucking, you called me a couple days ago before you came back home. You were hanging out with the girl. He's like, she doesn't even have alopecia, and I was like,
well, again, that's a theory. Like,
I thought this was a fact.
How the fuck would she know? Is she her doctor?
No, I just thought she might have known her better than you or I apparently.
And you didn't listen to us actually talk then?
Apparently not.
What's new?
Yeah, I don't listen to things that are below me.
There's not much below you. You're kind of at the bottom. And so then Rusty and Alex are arguing over who's harder because Rusty just killed what's his name? Hunter. And Alex,
we all know who he is in real life.
Alex hasn't killed anybody yet. We do. Nobody else does.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. You're a little bit snippy on this fucking episode so far. I've noticed that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're being a little. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Why don't we continue with the story?
We will.
So, we essentially are arguing about who's the hardest motherfucker around. Bitching, arguing, whatever. Then we find Kyle, right? Then we go to find Kyle.
Well, so Alex saw Kyle at Publix.
Naturally.
Shout out Publix. Shout out store.
Love Publix.
I know it's in Georgia and South Carolina too, but I've been there in South Carolina. What's crazy, in South Carolina, I went because I got really fat in South Carolina. I went there to ask what the scale was, and the guy was like, "Oh, we have scale. You mean like a meat scale?" And I was like, "No, like the weight scale." And
because all Publixes in Florida have a scale.
No idea what I was talking about. The only place that Publix has a scale is in Florida. Publix only exists in Florida. And if you have that at a pub sub, you're fucking a piece of shit. You should kill yourself. Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. And where I was in South Carolina, I happened to be one nearest. First of all, one thing people know about Publix, it's like the Chick-fil-A of like employees. Wait, that makes no sense. Grocery employees. It's very nice people.
They have the employees of like caliber.
I'm just calling it South Park. South Carolina, this does not hold that standard. Publix needs to eject themselves from South Carolina. I don't know about Georgia. I've been to Georgia and people are very nice in Georgia. South Carolina, people are kind of shitheads. Fuck them. Kind of like Florida. But Georgia, I've been to Georgia a few times and Georgia's people's are very nice. So I believe that Publix in Georgia is like a good place to go. But Florida is where you want to go to fucking Publix. Even the pub subs weren't that good at South Carolina.
Ooh, that's a rough one to say too. That's a big accusation.
Oh, I'm saying it, man. No, I'm saying it. I'm damn sure, dude. I haven't had a pub sub in so long, and I find this fucking Publix by a customer's house, and I was like, oh yeah, the fucking subs suck.
I will say this: I had an ex-girlfriend who lived down here for a while. And then she left, went back up to Pennsylvania. We were still together. And then we were back down in Florida. And we were going to Publix. And she said, oh, Publix is all right. It's just like this store, Giant Eagle, or whatever the fuck.
You're Amanda? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess, if that's how you want to classify it. Yeah. But,
that's Amanda.
But so,
everyone's got an Amanda. There's something about Amanda.
Well, anyway. And she said something about fucking being, not having a pub sub. And I was like, you don't even understand Publix as
my Amanda's better.
You don't understand Publix as a person unless you've had a pub sub. Not really, because my man will love me back. No, but so
that was a good one. Yeah, I'll give you
that. So I take her to Publix, and I think she got a fucking tuna sub or some shit. And she eats it, and she goes,
"Your man is not better." That's instantly no way.
And I said she was better. I said she loved me. Anyway. So, sub decisions aside, because that's not doesn't describe what kind of caliber person you are. It kind of does.
It does. She introduced me to putting honey mustard on my
balls.
Chicken. No, we didn't get that for on my chicken subs.
No.
Now I get it every time with honey mustard on it.
Well, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a good idea.
Hey, she's smart.
So then she ate it. She had a revelation. She was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe when I lived here, I never had this." And I was like, "Well, you're an idiot. I mean, what do you expect?" Blah blah blah. fuck, suck, whatever.
Fuck, suck.
Whatever. But yeah, try Pup Sub from Florida. Anywhere else, you're fucking cheating yourself.
Yeah, it's better than
you're Tom Bradying yourself.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Subway's not even in the game, man. The Jersey Mike's is good. It ain't Pub Subs.
No, Pub Sub is different. I mean, they're all subs, but then there's subs, and then there's like
a
sub
pub
for a sub,
bro.
Substitute for a sub.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Subway's a sub. That's why they have sub in the name.
So shout out to Publix. Love Publix. A little expensive, but
worth it.
Hey, we got unemployment money now, so.
Bro, I got that stimulus check coming.
Hey, girl. Yeah, we might have a second stimulus check coming. We'll see.
Anyway, I gotta start going back to work. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to go. Maybe when they open up 100%, they'll call me, but phone is empty right now.
Empty as fuck.
So, they leave. Alex is telling him about him seeing at Publix, and then he followed him home, and he knows where he lives. And they're headed towards
something I do regularly, by the way.
Yes.
If I see you at Publix, I'll see you at home as well.
At least 3 of the people we've killed, Alex saw him at Publix first.
It's a theme building. Don't look.
Just kidding. We've never killed anybody.
If you see me at Publix, what the fuck? For a reason.
That's my sister. I wouldn't really
talk to me like that.
But I was talking to my sister, but I don't really mean that. I just mean stop texting me right now. So anyways, as they're headed towards his house, literally right down the street, they see he's headed towards their house because he is a private investigator and he's there to...
he's a creep.
He is a creep, but you'll learn more about... I can see my face peeling from here.
You should have named him Norman.
Well, okay, that's my joke. That's in the...
I know.
Okay. So they follow... He kind of goes around the back to where he has this vantage point to see in their living room from the back, sliding glass door, and they just follow him. He doesn't see them following because he's a cuck boy.
Suck boy Tony.
Yeah, from American Dad. So they get behind him, and then, Rusty's all excited. He's like, I still have all this plastic wrap, from Hunter. And he's like, okay, my hammer, blah, blah, blah. You go over there and you start choking him out, and then I'll hold him hostage.
I said about the argument earlier about who was harder.
Exactly. This is what I was saying. So go ahead, keep going.
I walk up, I say, what do I say? Hey, how you?
You said, hey.
Hey, how you doing, bud? Or something.
No, he says, how you doing, bud?
Yeah,
because that's a very Kyle thing to say. It's a real, that is based on...
Okay, yeah, I know, yeah. It is based on...
Yeah.
He's like, hey. I said, he's shaking.
He very nervously says, hey, because he caught him off guard. Elvis, can you go lay down?
Yeah, and basically I took my fucking 9 out of my goddamn belt loop and shot him straight in his fucking chest hole.
I shot him about 5 times, I believe.
Yeah.
Check scoreboard. Check
scoreboard.
Check the scoreboard now, bitch.
Check the board score.
Sorry, my mind goes too fast for my mouth. That's why I say really stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, people that stutter say the same thing, but you still stutter.
I don't really stutter. Sometimes I do.
It's not even personally. I meant in terms of people that stutter.
Oh, you're making fun of stutterers?
Not making fun of, but just pointing out the flaw in their...
Why do you stutter sometimes? Because in my head, I'm already 2 sentences past my mouth, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I have to say before that? It's really retarded. Hey, can you go lay down, you annoying asshole? You're pissing me off.
I love you.
No, don't even.
I
try to make it seem like I don't.
I know your father is abusive. I know.
No, I'm not.
He bought him a bed with spikes in it.
Alright, I bought him a new bed.
It's a nice bed. I'm kind of jealous.
It's a dog couch, and he loves it. And he's had fucking fleas, and I sprayed for the fleas, and the mail lost. My dad sent me a fucking prescription medicine for fleas. It's supposed to be fucking amazing, and they lost it in the mail, and because there's no tracking number, they can't help me. Well, you can pay at least my dad back the $70, and now I gotta get him shots and trim his nails anyway, so I have to get that shit. But I just recently got an unemployment check, so I wasn't able to afford any of that shit. Elvis, go lay down.
Thanks to Papa Trump. Thanks, Daddy Trump. Thanks, Daddy.
He just signed off on what they proposed. But
yeah, exactly. Could have struck it down. So thanks, Daddy.
No, I'm Daddy here, so I had to call Trump Daddy. All right. All right, so I also forgot to mention that I do want to apologize. I did have that one episode where I was by myself that got like over 100 views, and then I brought Alex back, and it got way less. So I'm sorry if you don't want Alex here. He's gonna stay here, unfortunately. You'll have to get used to him, but I'm sorry he's back. I know you want me by myself. You want Daddy in all of his glory. But I need him because
I'm más importante.
Sí.
Muy.
That means very. C just means yes. I don't know if you know.
I said más. I said más importante.
More. Oh yeah,
I was correcting myself,
and I agreed with you. What a retard.
Yeah, what an idiot.
See, like I had 3 shots of.
If I wanted to say más
bourbon, I feel like I'm way drunker than you.
Soy más importante que tú. I think I'm more important than you.
I need to stop drinking or start drinking more because I'm turning into a little fucking girl.
Yeah, well, that transition started a long time ago when your tits came in. Same time as mine.
My tits came in when I was fat. They just never left. Rusty, what does that say? Oh yeah, Rusty takes a picture. Okay, so Kyle has this shitty like old digital camera. And then Rusty takes a picture of his dead body, and he also takes the files because he had that manila folder on them.
Which, in my head, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, he's taking a picture of the body. And I was confused for a second, and I was like, because my character should be the one taking a picture of the body as like a murderer's treasure. And then I had to think about it. I was like, if I did kill somebody, which I haven't, but if I did, I would keep a picture of it. Just so I could look at my work.
I would keep the head.
I would just keep some hair and maybe their
Maybe
pride.
I have some.
Yeah, I mean, I have a doll. What it's made of is whether it's hair, plastic, whatever. It's up to you to decide.
Maybe I use their heads as sex toys now.
That's just weird. That's crossing the line.
Crossing the line, bro. You don't know how us psychopaths think.
I would not fuck a neck hole.
I'll fuck your neck hole if you don't shut the fuck up. Of course, they keep bickering about who's harder now that Alex has killed somebody.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Again, like, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but Seven was like a deep podcast. Remember the one I didn't want to do?
This is emotional.
After that, it kind of doesn't have a whole lot of real life inspiration. So we're kind of just going through my imagination now. Not that it wasn't. I mean, it was still inspired, obviously. My muse, you'll see as you keep reading.
Sometimes I just wish you were mute, not muse.
Oh,
mute. Yeah,
that's funny. Do you know what a muse is?
Yeah, it's your inspiration.
Mr. Smarty.
It's your inspiration. Usually, it's a woman, and then it's a woman that inspires you.
Oh,
you know what mute means?
She's so inspiring. Go ahead, take over, bitch.
Alright, so I liked it. So we do this, we take a picture. Then we go, listen, Steve is a raw motherfucker.
I couldn't think of his name.
Okay, well, you know.
Who's the second one?
Joe, and I don't want to hear, I don't know the third. Anyway, so we're playing these games, alright? So we go, take a picture, go to this motherfucker's house.
No, you're going to skip way too much, man.
Well, then don't give me the reins.
I would never give you the
Kids in the back seat, bitch, all the time. You don't give them the wheel of the car. Yeah.
We'll find out later if that was good. I can't really think hard enough now.
I'm the kid in the back.
No, I got it. I'm never mind. God, this one sucks. That's all right. I say that about all of them, and they're all right. This one might suck more.
All right doesn't pay the bills.
Well, none of this pays the bills. Don't forget,
a little bit of hand play pays.
Patreon. Don't look for it yet because I haven't done it, but I did write the first episode of season 4. I'm gonna put it up there. Again, none of you really care because nobody's that far yet.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Except for his mama. Shout out to Barb. Hey, Barb. Also,
oh yeah,
hashtag where's Austin
Black? We've been forgetting.
Where the fuck are you, bro? I don't care if you want to talk to us or not. We're gonna find you.
This was a real cause. Yeah, this was a real cause at first, but since I've been talking to his buddy,
we've got an intel. We've got a new intel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's told him a few times now, and I still haven't got the call. So
sounds like you should
also
be an
kind of fuck Austin Black.
I mean, no, but hashtag where is Austin Black? Because regardless,
I know where he is.
Let's go get him.
Fucking
all right, guys. So next episode is a road trip.
That would be cool. We should start doing vlogs. We need stuff to do before we can do vlogs.
Well, we're gonna start doing stuff together. We don't talk until these things come out.
Yeah, not one word.
We literally lived together 2 feet apart. We do the entire day until like the end of the day. We're just like, we'll hang out for like 30 minutes while we both cook food. And then we watch like, a good hour or 2 of Seinfeld.
When you're not here,
then we piss each other off, and then we just go back in each other's.
I gotta say, when you're not here, I definitely like being by myself. I was like, I should definitely live by myself.
I told you that when you were fucking gone. I was like, you can stay there. I was like, I like walking around naked.
It's nice,
yeah. And then I called him the day of. I was like, hey, let me know when you're coming, man, so I can put some pants on. I was like, I prefer to walk around my fucking house naked. I like getting up. Like, I gotta pee. I sleep naked, so like when I'm like in the middle of the night, I gotta pee. Just get up and go fucking pee. I'm gonna find boxers that I threw somewhere for some reason, wherever.
I don't want to permanently live by myself because I was hanging out with my friends and I was playing with our 2-year-old son at the beach this weekend, and it really reminded me, like, wow, I want a son.
Oh, that sucks. I've realized that I'm starting to think I don't want kids.
I was like that way for a little bit. It was like, damn, I want a fucking son. That kid is so cool. Shout out to him. I'm not going to give his name because he's 2 years old. And he's
Brian. I'm just kidding. That was made a name.
That's weird. But
sounds like a new
no, it was a lot of fun hanging out with him. And I just realized when I'm like around like kids, like when they're cool, I like them. Like my son would be cool as fuck. I had so much fun. I wouldn't even talk to him. I was just hanging out with this kid, man. I need a son! I'm going to try to get Alex pregnant. Anyway, so Kyle's house is actually inspired by a real house when I used to do pest control. We worked for this rental company, so we would have to go and do all the renters. And this one lady, and she was fucking gorgeous, but you could tell she was like kind of trashy.
Miss Robinson.
She was young. She had a kid when she was young. She either had her lips split open, somebody punched it, or she had a herp on there. But
either way, she apparently doesn't listen.
German roaches. Oh, dude, you have no idea. German roaches up the ass. She's telling me about. And she had me come back. I remember coming back and nobody was there. So they had 2 squirrels in a cage in the kitchen. One was not dead, but I was trying to make it creepier in the episode. But literally, the perimeter of their house, the entire outline of their house was garbage. So they just throw garbage on the floor and they just push it over towards the house. Like literally, there was no. And when you're spraying pest control, you spray along the perimeter. Obviously, that's the barrier between outside and inside. And there's literally just garbage lined, like potato chips, anything that goes in a trash can is lined across their house. It was the dirtiest house I'd ever seen, and I felt so bad for her, trying to think of like what led her to that point, But you can save every hoe, can ya?
I don't know, that's can.
Fuck, dude, it's the only pen I have.
Lick it.
Lick it? You lick it.
No, I don't want to lick it.
I don't fucking want to lick it either.
That's not my pen.
Does that actually work? I've never licked it before, motherfucker.
I know. Sometimes it happens when it gets dry.
Ooh,
yeah, it worked.
It worked.
Apparently, I'm just making shit up 99% of the time. That kind of am.
Yeah, he kind of is. So then he prints the picture, the dead selfie of Kyle. And I remember my grandma used to have this digital camera that hooked up to this like shitty printer that would just
also had dead picture of Kyle on it.
Yeah, and then he had in Kyle's house he had a whiteboard with Rusty and Alex's names in it, and Rusty puts Dustin's and the priest's name in there to frame them, so it kind of gets them off the hook for those murders.
Got me off for sure. In 2 ways.
Oh, I got it.
No, I'm just for the viewers.
Oh, I can't wait to eat this Chinese food. Oh, I can't wait to eat this Chinese food.
Yeah, we ordered batch straight from China. It's just gonna be lit.
Yeah, bro.
We're about to get Fear Factor / barbecue roast.
Chinese virus, bro. I'm not scared.
I'm only scared of 2 things: global warming and spiders. And seeing as how that Chinese food ain't neither one of them.
You're scared of spiders?
Don't even talk to me about spiders. I'm not scared of spiders, and like I'll kill a spider.
Why?
Because they're
bugs in your house.
Fucking weird, and they just.
Well, you're fucking weird, and plenty of
people.
people
I don't crawl people's ears and bite their fucking eardrums.
Oh yeah, how often does that happen to you?
Not. It's
Okay.
a rational fear, but it's still a fear.
There you go.
I'm not saying it's a good fear to
Spiders
have.
are good to have in your house because they'll eat the other bugs. They do not fuck with you.
Tell that to spider bite victims.
Yeah, well, okay. It's like one spider bite that's like deadly.
I know multiple people that have been bitten by brown recluses.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about brown recluse bites is it's the #1 misdiagnosed spider bite in the world.
Well, this one had eggs in it. They laid eggs in there.
Okay. I don't think that's how they work, but okay. They more have a flesh-eating venom that just kind of eats away.
They also
venom.
live
So I don't know why they would lay eggs in their flesh-eating own venom, but again, you're...
Alright, so we're apparently fucking spider scientists now.
Well, I worked pest control for 2 years, and you worked pest control for 0 years, and just listen to what your friends say. So I would say that I probably have a better idea than you.
I mean, how many times have you done pest control and somebody got bit in their leg and it didn't lay an egg? Like, you don't know because you just prevent spiders.
No, but there's
you don't know what
the thing about when you do
bite.
pest control is that you have all these books from the University of Florida.
I have somebody's actual testimony.
Fucking
what happened to him.
Oh, you mean you have what is it called? Bro science?
Actually, his mom told me what happened because he was 10 when it happened and she had to bring him. No,
that's number one misdiagnosed spider bite. So I don't know.
What they squeezed out with ground his legs.
They squeezed out ground.
They had to squeeze out of his leg, out of his thigh.
Probably not true, but okay. So Rusty comes across a safe that has a little notepad with the password written on it because fucking, like he says, Kyle's in retard territory. I mean, if he has like all this, he has Windows 98, he has PlayStation 1. Clearly,
I don't see an issue with that.
He's not up on newer technology and has not been for the last 25 years.
Fun fact: a lot of our government computers still run off 98 or Windows Me or Windows XP.
There's that South Park movie where they come in and their computer's not working. They have Bill Gates come in and their computer's not working. He said, "You said Windows 98 was faster."
Oh,
He's like, "It is faster." Like before he can finish the sentence, they just shoot him in the head.
Well, the thing is, a lot of government computers still run off those old Windows because it takes time to figure out how to make something impenetrable. So, like, I know, like when I was ever in the military for my fucking little bit, they were using Windows XP, and I just remember I was like, we have Windows 7 right now. I was like, I don't understand what's happening right now. But it's they do that on purpose because they have their engineers are so far behind on shit. They just try to make sure that everything's unpenetrable, so they don't want to switch a whole branch of the government over to a different thing. Anyway, enough of that shit.
So they find like $85,000 as life savings, literally in a duffel bag, written in Sharpie that says Kyle's life savings. Rusty does, and then Alex finds something a little more interesting upstairs. He has
his mother dead, which actually happened. And Sebastian off of Windbro.
That's what it's based off of.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for.
It was on Windbro.
Yeah, it was like right up. So this guy back in the day, I think we were in high school.
He was collecting Social Security checks.
Yeah, so he had his mom who had died, and he had her just like was keeping her in a back room so he could continue to collect Social Security checks.
Mm-hmm.
And years went by, and I think they caught him because near his house was a bus stop, and the kids would always say like it always smelled so bad. It smelled like ass or corpse or whatever. They didn't know what that is.
Dead body.
Yeah, it smelled horrible. And over time, so he went to go investigate. Turns out, fucking Norman Bates had his mom fucking locked up.
Which is what he said. I just killed Norman Bates. Yeah. But also, in somebody's poop, with somebody's poop written on the wall as whore, talking about his mom. And then what was the other thing? I could have wrote it down. I forgot what it said. It said whore and rest in peace, mommy. Or
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, rest in peace, mommy. But the thing is it's hard to tell whether it's his or her poop because when you die, you excrete shit. So I mean, he's either so crazy he shit in his own hand and painted with it.
I think it'd be crazier to write his mom's.
I think
dead mom shit.
Okay, but I could also see where that. Alright, so the writing's crazy regardless.
Yeah.
But using his mom's shit instead of cleaning it up might like you see something there and you're like, oh, well, I could use this for something instead of having to clean it all up. I don't know how
I wrote this. It's grossing me out.
I don't know.
No wonder nobody likes this shit. Woo! So yeah, then Alex is it kind of justifies them killing him. They're not that bad of people, although they didn't know beforehand. And they end up, Rusty comes up with this big idea. So the next time we see them, they're in ill-fitted suits that they did not get tailored, suits that they just jumped the gun and just rented the suits immediately.
Which actually happens to me a lot because I'm oddly shaped.
Wow, this works really well. Licking it?
I know.
I'm not a big licker. In some cases.
That's what Amanda said.
I made that joke right before you. Come on. I'm not saying specifically Amanda, but ladies, tell Alex he's wrong in the comments, please.
All two of you.
Yeah. Well, again, there was the measurements of 1.5.
Okay, so 1.5.
So
2.5.
Rusty comes up with a great nickname. He calls himself the Carpenter because he bludgeons Hunter. I keep forgetting his name. With a hammer.
Let me go through my stupid nicknames.
Trying to come up with Alex's nickname, and Rusty suggests Sidekick. And he's like, "Oh, but your fucking sidekick." He's like, "No." And people ask, he's like, "Oh, is your name Sidekick because you're the sidekick?" He'd be like, "No." And then you just sidekick up in the ribs. It's a great name.
It is a great name. And then he ends up settling on Shorty.
Well, no, that's you're skipping a bunch of parts. So then they go into Katie's house, unannounced, of course, to get info on why she hired a private investigator to
goes back to the rape.
Follow them. Yeah, and she said that, well, you raped me, and Rusty argues, saying that it's not rape, and that Alex and Katie kind of agree that it's rape.
I think you should have pointed out that she grabbed your dick in that scenario.
That's what he did say. He's like, you were on Molly and you jerked me off. Like, how you were totally in control.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't point. I feel like you should have pointed out that she did it and you didn't do shit. You just gave her a drug. There's a difference between drugging somebody and fucking them, where you actually manipulate them, because that would be rape. But, I mean, not that you should ever drug anybody. I don't condone that at all. But if you do, and they grab your shit, I think that's fucking neutral territory right there, honestly. I mean,
that's kind of the conundrum of the whole
you're raping me, I'm raping you, whatever it is.
I don't know if anybody's realized this. Is like Rusty does come from a place of logic, not from a place of sensitivity at all. He's very insensitive, but he's not stupid. He comes up with maybe not popular or sensitive ideas, but he comes up with logical things. Ugh. And it's just everybody, the way they think in society is usually against him. Rusty wants one thing, and that's Amanda, and he doesn't give a shit about anything else. That's kind of the charm of this character. That's why he can just kill somebody with a hammer, and you can still kind of root for him. Because he gives out his reasons why. And they do make sense. They might not be popular, but they do make sense. He just doesn't give a shit about sensitivity.
Can I pee real quick?
Second time in this.
Yeah, last time for the episode, though, because I made a good point.
Alex is back in the bathroom. It's the next morning.
Yeah, what really happened was Russell doesn't know how to work his technology.
No, what happens is homeboy takes too many piss breaks, and for some reason, when I started it again, the audio didn't sync up. Had it all downloaded on YouTube, decided to watch it before I posted it, and the last half does not have any audio.
Yeah.
So, got these cool fucking cups, mugs.
I was born with mine.
Actually, I just bought it, but...
Greatest screen.
Yeah, that's still hot. So, we're going to pick up where we left off.
Morning after.
Yeah.
Usually these talks are not very complicated. It's more just, get out of my house.
Take the pill, girl.
Yeah, I mean, what's the best brunch in the world? Plan B.
Yeah. Oh, my head's still good off.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't condone using it as regular birth control, but I definitely have a few module.
It's too expensive to use regularly.
I think it depends on how much you get laid.
True.
If you do it once a year, it's not so bad.
No.
Like $50.
Yeah. So then I think we were just talking about they're at Katie's house.
Oh yeah, it's my fucking cat.
Yeah. And then Alex points a gun at Katie because she keeps see, it's still not fresh in my mind. I should have reread it. Alex is saying that it was his cat too. And he says El Chupacabra.
Yeah, they formed a bond.
Yeah, they formed a bond over mushrooms, and he keeps calling it El Chupacabra. And she's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, who's that? And apparently, she named the cat Sherman.
Well, it's the cat's name is Sherman. So you find out El Chupacabra's real name, El Shermanente.
No, she agreed that it was my cat by the end, so his name was now.
Well, because he was pointing a gun at her, and they both were kind of like. I'm totally Thanos, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, if I pointed a gun at you and took your money, it's still now my money. Just because I pointed a gun at you to get it.
You agreed it was your cat. It's fine.
Still my cat.
Just saying, like, I think of all the motives every hero / villain has, I would probably take out half the universe. So, and we got similar chins, ballsack chins.
Makes sense.
I haven't had coffee in so long. I just took my second poop of the morning, and they were both great poops. I ate a lot of Chinese food last night, which is the reason I'm not hungover in the slightest bit. I feel great.
Did you drink water?
I didn't drink much water. No. But I had all that salt, so it all held whatever water I did have in me.
It's true. Sodium.
It's your friend. That's the thing. I was gonna start drinking pickle juice after. I think pickle juice will help. Because it just hydrates you. Like if you work out, we might have said this before. If you work out and then drink pickle juice after, you're like not sore the next day. It's pretty dope. You should try it. See, and I crossed out all this shit because we finished it, so I got to read not only my chicken scratch handwriting, but actual fucking scratches over my chicken scratch handwriting. And this one's really fucking hard to see.
Would you like?
Okay, no, it's alright. We already went over that. I doubt anybody could read this as well as I can, and I can't even read it at all. So then, Rusty shows Katie the picture of Kyle to show that we killed the private eye that you have after us.
We're doing pretty good.
He's like, where did you even get a guy like that? Because he's a psychopath. And she says Craigslist.
Which makes sense because, it's where if you want to get peed on or something weird like that, that's where you go.
Or you come here.
So Elvis has been loaded up, so.
No. Bro.
I'm not peeing on anybody.
I'll pee on you in the shower. I'm not going to pee on you. There's one.
No, I will only do it if it's in front of their mother.
All right. So there's one specific person that I do want to pee on. It was an old manager of mine. And I had a dream one night that we were in the bathroom of, by the way, she's really hot. We were in the bathroom of the store I worked at. She was on her knees, completely naked. And I was
story.
It's a true dream, and I was just hosing her down, mouth open and everything. And then when I woke up, I was like, God, I really want to pee on her. And there was this one girl who I was kind of making a joke, but I told her like, you should let me pee on you. And she made a deal. She said I could pee on her if she could stick 2 fingers in my butt. I think I told this story already. I said no. I don't want fingers in my butt.
Nobody wants it. She also doesn't want to get peed on. So it's like, you're trading for something that you.
No, I get it. It's fair trade, sure. But I don't want fingers in my butt. But she should do it just for the story. So when I'm on a billboard one day with Piss Me Off, both beaten face, she can look at it and go,
I had
that dude peed on me. Yeah. Smell my fingers.
I haven't washed my hands since.
Why would you? This is gold. That's a gold mine down there. I dig nuggets out there all day.
You just flush nuggets down the drain then.
Dirt, and they don't go all the way down because we got a shitty plumbing.
We do have shitty plumbing. Most regular turds end up being 2 flushes. It's weird.
Yeah.
Not that I would know. I don't poop.
Yeah, nor do you flush the second time.
I do. Sometimes it's the third time.
Keep talking.
I'm Kim Jong-un, by the way. I don't have a butthole.
He does not have a butthole.
I work so hard. I burn up all the energy.
We're doing classic Russian accents there.
Classic.
So
no, man, mine was Australian.
Okay, I see that. So Katie hired Kyle because she thought that they were trying to kill her.
Logical response.
Rusty drugged her, or they stole her cat, and then sent her cat back dead. So obviously,
I support that plan. I'm just kidding.
And then Rusty says that basically they're part of like some mafia, and his codename the Carpenter, and this is Shorty, which is see, now I don't even remember what it meant. What
temper.
Oh, because you have a short temper.
Stupid motherfucker.
Sidekick's the good one.
Kick him inside the head.
Sidekick in the ribs. Can you sidekick in the head? I guess you're real flexible.
I can kick in the face. I just can't.
But like a sidekick's just.
I don't think I could sidekick, but I could definitely.
That's why I went for the ribs. I just thought it was more.
I know I can kick high enough to kick somebody that's like 6'2" in the face with a teep kick. I've done it.
What kick?
It's called a teep kick.
I am so not flexible that I don't think I could even kick. Although I'm getting more with this. I've been saying T25, but understand, guys, T25 is kind of a lame thing. You got to get T25 Gamma, which is a separate thing. That's badass hard. And if you want the hardest beach body product ever, it's P90X2. P90X2 is downright the hardest fucking thing ever. Just look it up.
Isn't it called just P90X squared? Just kidding. Math joke.
Boom. Keep talking. I'm trying to read this.
All right. So when
Okay, so then Rusty says that he also has to talk her up. No, she has to talk him up to Amanda.
I almost said the wrong name. I almost said it on accident.
Oh, we've gotten pretty good at not doing that.
I know. I almost did it right there, though.
Dude, sometimes
I just woke up and shit, and I'm like, oh, yeah, they're her.
Sometimes in my head, when I'm like, think about like something like with the real Amanda, I actually call her like Amanda in my head, and I'm like, ooh.
Imagine how, like, if I was in her shoes, I would be showing everybody this. I mean, actually, I don't know.
I don't know if she.
It's not always redeeming.
I know she. Yeah, true. She definitely. I know she really likes the series, but I don't know if she actually shows anybody. And she should. She should be like, this is about me.
Yeah, that's.
This other one. This is about me too.
I'm like, this kid's so obsessed. Look what he wrote about me.
Yeah. He's in a psych ward right now.
What a loser.
How does he write with a straitjacket?
He's got his mom in the back room.
I just like read it off to her. Like, all right, Mom. My dick was fully hard. As
a pen.
She's my ghostwriter.
She brings him sandwiches.
Mom, I want you to write about me peeing on this girl. Wait till the girl in the next season. She's a week based off a real person. That we'll see. We'll get into that. So yeah, he's gonna talk him up to Amanda, which who knows if that actually happens. And then of course before they leave, Rusty's like, hey, if you ever want to hook up, just give me a call. After he just had a gun in her face, which he says that's probably why she's wet because,
well, in reality she's wet because she probably peed her pants.
Yeah. So
it just depends on what you classify as wet.
I'm drinking this the wrong way. I'm sorry, guys. Let me redo this. Bulging.
What an idiot. Can't work his computer right. Can't work his mug right.
Can't work your fucking bladder right.
No. It's like making fun of a disability.
I do it all the time. Have you read the series?
Disability.
What about my disability? Nobody fucking...
Well, you're autistic.
Nobody sends me any donations.
Well, it's because you wouldn't accept them anyway.
It's helped. Yes, I would. I very much will. I need a new camera. Apparently, this thing's a piece of shit. Oh. Hopefully, the audio's working right now. Can you hear me?
All right, well, we're in a house. It's the morning.
We're in an apartment. Yeah, okay. Wait.
No, it's one giant house separated into smaller sections of the house.
It's true. We're all one family here.
Yeah, my neighbor and I, we just did foot baths together last night. It's pretty hot.
Don't tell me about no foot massage. I'm the foot master.
Yeah.
And then so the last line, we're so money, because now they have money because they found that money. I guess I already went over that in the previous one. So now it's time to do the Instagram Hottie of the Week.
Oh, didn't we already do that?
We did it at the end of the last one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So Abby's a friend of mine. She's a model. I've known her since I was 12. She was in the same class that I was in with Amanda, and I guess used to make Amanda jealous because I would hit on Abby. I didn't know Amanda liked me. I didn't think she ever would, and I'm surprised she ever did. I know. I was just always hitting on Abby because she's hot. Check her out, man. She's really hot. She's
gets pretty political sometimes.
Super political, super Republican.
Most of the time, I agree with her.
Yeah, try to argue with her. She'll fucking win, man. She's fierce. She gave me a little shout out on her Instagram, which I'm very thankful for.
So make sure you check out her Instagram.
Yeah,
because she's very pretty.
She's Patreon too,
and it's rare because she's actually smart and has something to say. So
yeah, so you can subscribe. I'm not a subscriber of Patreon because I'm broke, but I'm sure it's got some good pictures on there. Maybe once I start making some money, I could be a subscriber. And that'll do it. Next episode, last episode of the first season, we'll have to do something special for that episode we talked about last night.
I think my hair's fucked up in the back, and I only notice it like when I'm turning.
I think that's pretty.
Do I have like a cowlick thing going on?
Look at the lines.
Do I have a little cowlick going on? Look at the camera.
No.
No? Oh, maybe I'm just paranoid. I kind of feel something though. subtle, whatever.
That's it. We'll see you next week.